has an amazing backstory. This is the Land Rover that went from London to Singapore in 1955 and was rescued from an island called St. Helena, brought back to life and taken back from Singapore to London. And that's going to lead the parade through here at the Highland Motorsport Park parade. Here it comes now. So we're here with Rod Corbett from the Land Rover Club. Now, Rod, tell us a bit more about this very special Oxford Land Rover.
It's an amazing story. It was discovered on St. Helena Island, just in bits, rotting away in the long grass. And a chap called Adam Bennett, who's a property developer in the north of England, managed to rescue the parts, take them back to the UK, found a new chassis for it, and the vehicle was completely rebuilt about 3 or 4 years ago. And since then, it was then shipped out to Singapore and was driven back from Singapore to London. And last year, 2019, it spent 12 months in the States, driving from the west coast to the east coast.
It's a beautiful big thing, yeah. Go from back from Singapore to London.
I took best part of 3 months, and they called into Jaguar Land Rover dealerships all along the way.
Excellent. And you're telling me one of the descendants from the original drivers was on the trip?
Yes, the grandson, Tim Slessor, wrote a book called First Overland. He was one of the 6 students who approached Land Rover UK and asked if they could borrow 2 brand new Land Rovers to attempt the first overland expedition from London to Singapore in 1955. Tim Slessor wrote the book First Overland, and his grandson rode in and drove the Oxford Land Rover on the return journey in 2018 from Singapore back to London.
It's an incredible looking Land Rover. So we've got a whole mixture here. We've got Series 1s. What do we got here today? How many have we got?
In total, we've got well in excess of 130 or 140 Land Rovers registered for wheels at Wanaka, of all ages and stages, from 1948 right through to 2021, the very latest Land Rover Defender.
I saw the Defender, the latest Defender. That looks very flash.
Yes, but we those of us, a lot of us still love the old ones. So you see a whole variety. The majority of those that are in the Highlands Parade ground at the moment are all Series 1s. I'll give you a shout when we get some of the Series 2s coming in, but at this stage, there's a military Series 2 which has just gone past the crane coming in here. But all of these are mainly Series 1s, so they were built from 1948 to 1958. And then
how many were built of the original Series 1 Land Rover?
Thousands. I don't know the exact number.
And how many are rotting in paddocks around New Zealand?
You'd be surprised. Quite a few, and they're still being discovered.
It's amazing.
They're highly sought after. This one that's just coming past
with the lion on it?
No, the one on the inside of it.
Next to the lion?
Next to the one with the lion on, yes. That's the Valentine Land Rover. That was rebuilt by Jaguar Land Rover New Zealand and given to the group of 4 students who originally owned it on Valentine's Day in 2015. So it's called the Valentine Land Rover.
Tell me, how on earth did the Oxford Land Rover get to St. Helena?
Yes, it was left on Ascension Island after it had been there on an ornithological expedition, and it was left with a local farmer. He robbed bits off it to keep his old Land Rover going, and then when he sold the farm and retired to St. Helena Island, which is even further into the South Atlantic, he took all the old bits with him.
Okay, and has anyone got any idea what happened to the Cambridge Land Rover?
Yes, no one knows for sure, but the Cambridge Land Rover was lost many years ago. They think it went over a cliff It's somewhere in Africa, but no one really knows for sure. Now coming in now, we've got the later models, Series Land Rovers, Series 2s and 3s. If people look out carefully, they'll see an old Land Rover with a Rego on it, UKE 80. When I spot it again, I will. I'll let you know. UKE 80, the original UKE 80, was presented to Sir Winston Churchill on his 80th birthday. Wow. This is a New Zealand recreation of it, owned by a friend of mine, Mark Warren, from the Hawke's Bay. And it's just driving past our staging area here, just on the inside. And Mark is dressed as Sir Winston Churchill, and it's a little Series 1 that's got the roll bar in it.
Beautiful.
And here's the old Duntroon Fire Brigade one, Series 1 Land Rover that's just gone past the stage, and another fire engine.
From Athenry.
Yes, that's right.
What's the main challenge with keeping these Land Rovers going? I mean, obviously they go forever, but is it some sourcing parts, or what's the main challenge involved?
I think that'll do it.
Well,